You know there's a headless guy in Star Wars Rogue One?
You see him for just a split second on Jedha when Saw Gerrera's guerrillas attack the Imperial convoy. There he is right there.
But like all characters that show up on screen in Star Wars, he not only has a backstory, he has a name.
And his name is Kazin Bog. He was a mercenary that got blowed up by Saw Gerrera's people on Jedha because he has really bad luck and got put back together by none other than Dr. Cornelius Evazan, the guy that's wanted in 12 systems or whatever.
Well, the reason that he's wanted in 12 systems is because of what he developed because of Headless Dude.
The most disturbing aspect in Star Wars, the decraniated.
They're people who they lop off the top part of their brain and take away all of their willpower and turn them into living droids, basically.
And super kid-friendly Disney actually put them on screen in Solo from Dryden Voss's little evil lair.
So in summary,
Melty Face and Butt Cheek Mouth, who we meet in the canteen at the beginning of episode 4, made a dude with no head.
props to history. Does the original Stay Puft Marshmallow Man still exist? Sort of. So a little background first. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, as we've all come to know from 1984's Ghostbusters, was in fact a costume. In fact, it was several costumes. They made about a dozen of them, and they were made from foam and rubber, a little bit of woods, metal, etc. Lots of different materials. And for the most part, they've completely deteriorated because they were never meant to last very long, much like a lot of props aren't. Now that's not to say nothing survived. This special effect head was actually restored by Tom Spina Designs in New York, and it was used in these two iconic scenes, including the face melting scene, which utilized a special skin that they would use a high-speed camera and film it being melted away, and then they could replace the skin and do the scene all over again. As well as one of the examples of the animatronic head for the close-up shots when his facial expressions would change. Also restored by the brilliant folks at Tom Spina Designs. Now, there's also a hand and I do believe a foot that survives, but there are no full costumes left. Because back then, nobody really cared to keep stuff like they do today. And in all honesty, this grainy horror show of a picture is really how almost every single one of those costumes ended up. That's how it was back then. Props to history.